Hi, this is Elizabeth, and today I want to take you on a tour of the studio. I share a studio with my husband Scott, and it's actually what should be the dining room of our home. Hopefully, someday we'll be able to have a studio elsewhere, but for now, it is the dining room. It's also next to the front entrance of our house. Living room over there with dining table, so it's kind of cramped in there. So, this is the studio that I share with Scott. His area is over here, kind of a shared area where we cut paper, mat board, everything else, and then my desk over here. So where should I begin? I guess I'll begin, I don't know, going into everything around my desk. So the main area, I've got, inspiration here on my board, painting of mine, cute things, Christina Carroll art, other things I like to collect. The greatest picture of all time. That's me dressed as Wesley Crusher with my TV mom. Keep pens, scissors, other assorted things here, stamps, papers. I have I don't know, all my pens and pencils there, easy to grab or easy to take somewhere with me. I keep like cards, greeting cards, sketchbooks, old sketchbooks and unfilled sketchbooks, and different notebooks, journals, stickers. Got my matte, medium, and tape. This has a bunch of pens and pencils I use for various things. Here's all my acrylic gouache and my fancy gold paints. Shiny. Let's see. This is like pins. Different stuff like that. More pins. Chapstick. Various other things I need. This is kind of like the junk drawer. This is all kinds of stuff I've just had over the years that I don't know what to do with and I don't want to get rid of. All kinds of stuff. I got keep all the tax boring stuff in there, different paperwork. Under my desk, let's see. Well, I have my tablet. Bunch of stickers in there, paints are in there, paints I don't really use anymore. All my computer stuff, customs forms, backing board, packing stuff. Kind of just store things everywhere. Sketchbook, more sketchbooks. Here's our scanner with some Oracle paintings on it. My paint brushes. These are the ones I use most often. And my different palettes. This is the one I use for ink. This is like a backup palette when the other ones are filling up. They're clean right now, mostly. This is my watercolor one. And that's the acrylic gouache one, which is cleaned off at the moment. Got some acrylic gouache stuck, but I can get it off. Nice view of the street. Probably move over here now. Oh, hi, Ryo. Hi. So this is where I keep my paint. This is actually a CD case shelf we found at a antique store, but it's Pottery Barn, so it's not that old. But we thought it'd be great to keep different collections on and also my paint. So Got my acrylic gouache here. These are the reds and yellows. Browns, I got purples, greens, and blues here. Then I have my black ink, white gouache. And then just, oh, I got my lead there, pencil lead. We like collecting old photos, creepy old photos. Just random stuff. Every year at Gen Con, this guy collects our business cards and he turns them into these awesome 3D things. And he just gives them to us. So Scott's gotten a bunch. Oh, look. Ryo. Hi. There's another one of mine. Pretty cool. Very nice of him. In a later video, I'm going to go over our collection because we love collecting art from friends. And it'd be nice to showcase some of that. So this is just a small portion. That's Ralph Horsley, Alex Stone, Alan Douglas, who has a great Patreon himself. These three are Omar Ryan, good friend Owen Weber, another good friend Becca Solo, Bug, and this is Steve Prescott. So we love collecting art from our friends and just turning our house into a museum, basically. I'll just briefly show Scott's area since I can't really explain it all, but there's his giant board of inspiration and some more art. Skull is Jeremy Wilson, and we got some Chris Seaman cameo creeps, which I recommend everyone goes check out. Chris Seaman cameo creeps, they're awesome. He has a huge desk, cool setup for when he has to do some digital work. Keeps his paint brushes and other things in there. He's an oil painter, so his work is entirely different process than mine. Various mediums. These shelves just contain more of our random collection of things. Bones and animal stuff. My studio plants. I got this at the baby shower. I'm not sure how long it'll live. It's tropical. Apparently this kind of plant is good for studios because it, I don't know what the term is, but it's good for cleansing the air, so paint chemicals and such. My mom gave me this one. It's adorable. It's called a panda plant because they're like little paws. And then I keep all my tiny frames here, so some of you will be getting paintings in these in the future. Watercolor pads. Here's Ryo again. This is our cutting board. I love Pee-wee. This is our mat cutter. Some rollers. More art collection. So let's see. This is Brahm, Gerald Brahm. I think this is Steve Prescott again. Chris Ron. Chris Burdett. There's a lot of Chris's in art. This is Astrid Shekels. Donato Giancula. Sorry about the reflection. Ooh, actually, I'm not sure who this is. Scott bought this one. Might be Elliot Lang. So different things. Tape, packing stuff, glue, cutting stuff, signing stuff, framing stuff. Here we have more packing stuff. We just, in the basement's incredible. We just hoard boxes and cardboard because you never know when you'll need it. Can't really go through Scott's drawers because he has images that are not allowed to be shown to the public yet. But I could show my stuff. So his grandpa actually built this. Isn't that amazing? So this is just papers. Mats. This is where I keep all my original artwork. It's kind of a mess. It's organized chaos. Got tarot paintings, oracle, almanac, book cover stuff, old stuff, new stuff, lots of stuff. And then I keep prints in this one. So all my print inventory is here. And there's also more in the basement. So I just want to pause the studio tour real quick because in the living room is all our books. Obviously we can't fit them all in the studio because the studio is too small. So I just wanted to show a little bit of our book collection. Graphic novels, costume reference, other reference, plants, buildings. These are like movie books. Sometime I need to go through some of my favorite books. Like the Hobbit books are amazing. All of Lord of the Rings books are amazing. Art books from different things. Got like anatomy books and business of illustration books. And then over here we've got a collection of the annuals like Spectrum and Infected by Art. These are kind of a random assortment of, I don't know, info books, dinosaurs, universe, flight, buildings, magazines, North American birds. And this is our art books, alphabetical. So you can see a selection. This Charles Vess one is so good. It's one of my favorites. And then we have medieval weapon books. And these are general art books like history of art. And then over here, I have kind of illustrated books. They're like long picture books or illustrated novels, stuff like that. My Harry Potter books are amazing. And there's a bunch of Scots. These are like all the stuff we've gotten that we've worked on. Not all of it, some of it's upstairs too, but Scott's done a lot of Dungeons and Dragons and Magic the Gathering. So we have those here and our tarot decks. And that's Kiri Leonard's tarot deck. She's also on Patreon. And there's my little studio dog. Hi, you want to sit? A good girl. Good girl. And more storage is here. So there's a light table. That's for tracing sketches. This is like graphite paper for transferring sketches onto watercolor paper. And just some more storage. What is even in here? Glue, tape. Looks like the glue drawer. More tape, packing stuff. This kind of random art supplies you never know you'll need them, like colored pencils, crayons, markers. And I keep thank you cards, postcards, business cards, that kind of stuff in here. So that might be everything. Oh, it's a good little studio. Just pan around again. hope you enjoyed this tour. If I missed anything, if you had any questions about anything, please let me know.